Hello, hello. How are all the beasties tonight? How are we? Ugh. How we all doing? Raven, Jerry. Hey, you want to come say hi? You want to say hi? You want to lay right here first? Okay. You might see a paw or some obnoxious small child that is mine who's playing dead on the floor next to mom right now. So, how are we all doing? What is everybody doing this lovely New Year's? I just got to see the wonderful, the lovely Boom. She has left. Boom has left the lair. What else? Safe and happy New Year. Yeah. Raymond, we will try to make it look good. Johnny! So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do tonight because I said we'd hang out and have some fun. And then I found the rabbit hole. I found the video of a rapper trying to explain why the earth is flat to us retards. So I figure, what a better way to ring in the new year. Bless you, sir. Sorry, got sneezed on by the dog. What better way to ring things in than by making fun of somebody that legitimately does not understand science and believes the earth is flat with his whole chest. And I subjected Micro and Minnie to a small part of the video, and even they were able to grasp science at a slightly higher level than the rapper who decided the earth is flat. It's special. It is special. And somehow, hold on. That's my co-host. And as you can see, he is broken. I'm sure he will be angry shortly, so if he starts barking and gets mad, I might have to mute things. He gets into arguments with fireworks, the dog in the window, that's just himself. Sven the reindeer when Micro watches Frozen, nothing. I will say he did catch a deer in the yard the other day, and you do not want to be holding the lead. Thing of yelling run through my heart. Not explaining that to the game warden. So, hey Nigel, do you want to? We have a one. You can join, or if Tex does, I'm sure Tex will eventually be here. But I will give people 2 more minutes, and then we will. I'll get ready to put this up. We're gonna watch this, and we're gonna revel in the stupidity that is Patty. Thank you, my love. Thank you, my love. Hey, Patty, do you want to join me? Do you want to join me and make fun of this person with me? Huh? Patty, if I send you a link, will you join me? You or Nigel? You guys want to join me to make fun of the rapping flat earther? Because this is fun. Like, if you've ever wanted to feel like the smartest person in the world, this. Oh, okay. Sorry, Patty. But we're going to watch them because everybody will feel smart. And my 4-legged companion who caught a deer. But, yeah, I said Nigel can join if he wants. So let's throw this up and let's watch the special that is this. I don't. Okay, Nigel, let me send you the link really quick, and then we shall start this because I genuinely am concerned that anybody who believes these things Like I was fairly certain that we figured this out when we were like 6 or littler. The four-legged Blep factory on the floor next to me knows this better than this idiot. So now that that's sent, let's laugh. Let's laugh. Patty, you want to laugh? We're gonna have a good laugh. And thank you for the memberships, Patty, my love. Let's watch somebody explain to us why the earth is flat. And let's see. I can lose my ever-loving mind. There we go. I introduce you all. Wait, I should probably double check one thing. I have a habit of watching everything on like triple speed. Okay. Let's watch Lord Jamar. Let's learn, guys.
You're a flat earther, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Lord Jamar is a flat earther, everyone. Why are you a flat earther, sir?
Because it's ridiculous to think that someone can live on a ball, to think that water could wrap itself around a spinning ball, to think that people could be on the bottom of a fucking ball and be upside down because some magical thing called gravity is allowing it to happen.
So the water should be pouring into space then.
Everything should be pulled into space, into the so-called vacuum of space if there's no covering. If we have...
okay, sir. We've already... Okay. So the reason that the water goes down, you know, so you're saying that the water is going to fall off the globe, that's because you can't reason that gravity goes to the middle of the earth, okay? To the middle. Sir, gravity pulls it down. Everything goes down towards the middle of the earth. But technically, like in Australia, if you're looking at it, the gravity is going this way. If you were looking at it like as a third person omnipresent thing, because it's going towards the middle. Okay. So for the water to just fall off the bottom, some like random ass source of gravity, but like what is pulling that water off? What has the gravity to pull it off the ball and down? Okay, that doesn't work, sir. Gravity is in the middle. Okay, and I think you are conflating like the vacuum that you know, like that you use to clean up dirt on the floor with the vacuum, also known as the emptiness and nothing of space. Sir, these two are not the same, okay? This vacuum and that, no, those vacuums don't work, sir. No, that's not what a vacuum is. And that's not how gravity works, sir. I should have started drinking earlier.
Covering our atmosphere, our waters, everything should be sucked into.
So you think we're in a dome?
Absolutely. Although, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Oh shit! You never heard this shit, huh?
Hey,
explain.
Here's the thing, right? There's certain things that they don't allow you to explore, right? So there's certain things that I can't prove. I can't go. I'm not allowed to go up there and touch this.
Have you met Elon Musk and William Shatner and all of those people that got on SpaceX and went up there? No? Because they went. The only thing stopping you, my man, is the fact that you're obviously not successful enough to be able to afford a ticket. There is nothing that is stopping you. You do not need a passport for outer space.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is only what I can surmise, especially from thousands of years, because only 500 years ago did they come with this whole heliocentric model.
No, sir. You are having problems. Heliocentric and geocentric. You're okay.
All the different civilizations prior to that knew that we lived on a level plane. Okay, water always finds its what?
Level.
Exactly. Water needs a what? A container.
Dumb shit. Level does not mean flat. Level means 90 degrees, and I know that's probably really hard for you, so I'm gonna make it really, 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 really easy. Okay, like that like sharp point, 1/4, 90 degrees. Okay, so whatever 90, that is level. Something. So if it is this way, this is level at 90 degrees. This is level. This is level. 90 degrees. No, that doesn't. Okay. Sir. And water has to be in a container. I know we have all seen the pictures of the, like, water in space, inside the space station, like flying around. Or hell, rain. Please tell me what container a raindrop is in, sir. Sir, I need to know. What container? Like when the raindrop hits the ground, do you have to like peel it open and pick up the little like raindrop condom so the ground can get wet? Like what container is that in, sir? Sir.
You see?
Yeah.
I can't have this drink on the outside of my cup. It
Because
must
there's
be on
gravity.
the inside of my cup. It must have a container. Okay. So there's no way that water could just stick to the outside of a spinning ball. Think about it.
Right.
Where's the 1,000-mile-an-hour? Because it's supposed to be going
on an axis, and it's on.
So listen, not just the ball.
Sir. You know what? Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Don't need anything. Okay, I had to get 2 of these because I know what's going to happen when I show it. Hey, idiot, want it? There you go. Okay. Sir, sphere, okay, is round. See, this one has lines. So I'll turn it to the lines, okay? See, it's still round. Even if I make those lines go on an angle, it's still perfectly round. That's a sphere, you idiot.
Ball that's like this. It's a ball like supposedly like this. And that axis also equals to 666. But that's
what?
Oh yeah, that's some whole other shit.
No, it doesn't. There's 3 different calculations. They shift. None of them equal 666. Shut up.
What the fuck?
Yes, sir.
Axis of evil?
Anyway,
Damn.
so now you're on an axis, and then you supposedly have land masses that are going on the top, on the side, and on the down under, right? They call it down under for a reason.
Right.
So do you believe that people are upside down right now in Australia, and that rain goes up instead of down? It rains up in Australia.
I mean, like, from your perspective, it rains up in Australia, you fuckwit. The gravity thing, okay? The very same thing that you're like, oh, it's all gonna pour off the bottom of the globe. And yes, I had to go get 2 because my fluffernutter floof over here is like, mom has a tennis ball. Sir, the gravity's in the middle of this. The spinning thing, the thing goes spinny, spinny, okay? Spinny, spinny. And that's why in the middle of the spinny, spinny, that's what the gravity's from. And yes, it rains up because the water is pulled towards the middle of the thing that's spinny, spinny. So if you could be like Thor or Loki or anything and just chill out over here, like, yeah, technically those people would kind of be upside down and the rain would be going up from your perspective as like the third person omnipotent person. Okay. But instead, the rain is going to the middle, to the source of gravity, sir.
Yeah. And people are upside down. or you know, in different parts of the planet, you know,
Could've
we're
started drinking earlier.
sideways. We're walking. We're sideways as we, you know,
Right.
Like
Inception.
do you believe that planes are landing on moving?
Hold on, guys. We have the one, the only, the lovely, the Nigel. Hi, Nigel.
Hey, how are you doing?
I should have started drinking earlier. Have you heard
What
the first 2 minutes of this that have taken like 15 because I can't stop screaming at him?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, just wait. Right now, he wants to know. He's trying to argue that the Earth, see, I have to go get two because my idiot fluffer is going to steal if I only had one ball. Because it's on an axis, that it's still round. That's still a sphere. And that the water is going to fall off the bottom, but he can't explain what the relative gravity that's like just in space down there that would be pulling it off of the Earth, and seems to not understand the concept that the gravity is the pull to the middle. Yeah, all the water goes down. Yes, the people, if you were like third person omnipotent, you could see the people upside down here, but everything's going to the middle. So,
Some
wait, so this,
people
yes.
just, yeah.
My dog has more brain cells, and right now he's staring at a ball on the floor and barking at himself in a window reflection. He's got more functioning brain cells. Croc, at some point, yes.
Well, let's see what else
Runways.
you have to say.
Why can't I go up in a helicopter for an hour?
Wait.
Oh, we're sideways. We're walking. We're sideways.
Right,
as we,
because the
you know,
gravity
right.
goes to the middle, dipshit.
Like Inception.
Do you believe that planes are landing on moving runways?
Yes, have you ever seen an aircraft carrier, you dumb motherfucker? Do you think it's not moving? All the pilots that land on the aircraft carriers, you think they're not moving? Sir. Nigel, help.
Why can't I go up in a helicopter for an hour if the world is spinning? Why can't I hover for an hour and come back down and be somewhere else?
Damn. That's, I mean,
because the same reason that like it's called, you know, consistent motion. Okay, so like if you're in a car and it's on cruise control, you don't feel yourself moving, and you can sit inside the car going like this, and the ball gonna come up and down at the same. Okay, conservation of momentum. Give me the ball back, Flooper. The only thing that you are, goddamn, I don't know if you wrestle my glove back. The only thing, like you will feel the acceleration and deceleration. Stand on a skateboard in the back of a moving vehicle. You will still go at the same with it. It will not leave you. You can play catch with yourself in the car. The ball is not going to like randomly be 15 feet behind you. Relative motion.
Well, it is relative motion. The air and the ground are both moving together.
Right. Apparently, this gentleman thinks that the random ass thing does not. The air, the car, it's all going relative. But that one thing he's holding is going to stay back there. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Great. And I wonder why people today are like they are.
And that makes sense. It does, but this is what I heard. I was talking to a former fighter pilot, and they get up to 50,000 feet, like 20,000 something more feet. And I said, "Do you see the curvature of the Earth?" He says, "Yes, we do."
He's lying to you. He's a Mason. I guarantee it.
Damn.
I guarantee he's a Mason.
Really?
Because I have footage where as high as you go, you always see a level plane.
Really?
You always see a level plane. As high as the observer goes, there is always a level plane. There is no curvature. There should be, by Pythagorean's theory, right? There should be 8 inches of curvature.
Pythagorean? Sir, do you mean the Pythagorean theorem? That's not what you said. And I'm not sure you know what geometry is. The Pythagorean. The Pythagorean. Okay, the Pythagorean theorem. Okay. Yes, Andrea, they are trying. We have Nigel back.
Sorry about that.
Yes, Andrea, this rapper is trying to explain the Earth. The Pythagorean theorem. I think we mean Pythagorean, and I don't think we took geometry, so I might not want to cite that if I were you, sir. I'm not going to help you, but okay.
Curvature per square mile, visible curvature that you see.
Damn.
We do not see such curvature,
Can I
sir.
get the ball back?
This is some bullshit that they use to create, basically to take God out of the equation. So let me ask you something.
Yes.
The Big Bang Theory. When's the last time an explosion, which usually destroys things, created something?
Billions of years ago.
No, because that's what they told
us, right?
When can I do an experiment? Right now, they're doing a hadron collider, trying to fucking find the God particle.
Sir, you mean the Large Hadron Collider? And this is fairly recent. That happened a while ago, and they did find it. It's called the Higgs boson.
It is called the Higgs boson.
Yeah, they found that. The Large Hadron Collider works. We did find the Higgs boson. But okay. And he's simultaneously trying to argue the Earth is flat, but then the Bible. They want you to blindly believe the Earth is real. And you're blindly believing someone went and the world appeared? Sir? I mean, I'm gonna need you to okay, let's not cherry pick. Yeah, Andrea, years ago they found the Higgs boson. But yeah, Large Hadron Collider did find it, yes. Nigel, help.
You're doing just fine without me. If you knew about Higgs boson, you can handle this guy.
I do know about it. I taught differential equations, but that's not the point. I wonder, how do these people, are they smarter in Canada? Are Canadians smarter?
I wouldn't say we're smarter. I would say,
anyone has to be smarter than this guy. My dog is smarter. And right now he's staring at the ball and is confused. Okay, let's see. Oh God. We don't know gravity, but Pythagorean. A Pythagorean theorem sound okay. Sir?
Because they're trying to find creation out of destruction, and you never will, because there was a lie.
Shit. So how did is the solar system real? Do we have planets, or is it bullshit?
It's bullshit.
Because
let me tell you this.
What do we got? What do we got? Thank you, Mecca. Thank you, Mecca.
Flat power. All my flat panthers out there, peace to you.
Peace to the gods and the flat earths.
Hey, when I lay down with her, she get flat on her back. That's fucking stupid. You will never see Europe from New York City. You know why? Because there's a thing called atmosphere. And atmosphere acts like a glass. It only allows you to see but so far.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
No, asshole. That's just because you have eyes that are human. Atmosphere does not act like glass. And if you're trying to reference that there's distortion, it's not actually atmosphere. It's the suspension of particles in sense. And the fact that your eyeball's like this fucking big. Get a telescope. Oh, and if the Earth was flat, asshole, you'd be able to stand there with a telescope and see Europe because it's flat. The fact that you can't even with a telescope tells us what? Oh shit, it's round. Dude, you are literally proving that you're wrong. Well, I could see Europe. Yeah, if it was flat and you had a telescope. But no matter what telescope you have, you ain't gonna see it because the Earth curves. My man, you are literally proving arguments against yourself. What the hell is in that cup? I know it is not water. Put the lean down, sir.
sense.
That's fucking stupid.
That was dumb. It's far as fuck away anyway.
You can see things that are mad far that you shouldn't be able to see, where it should be under the, first of all, what's it called? The horizon. Right?
Yes.
What's the root word of horizon? Horizontal.
Right.
What is horizontal? Straight across.
No, that's not what that is. No. The horizon is... Hey, hush. Horizon, no, that's not it. And horizontal, no, they don't have the same etymology of the words. I would try to explain it, but you can't say Pythagorean theorem. So I don't think word etymology in Greek is going to help you any, sir. God damn.
Yeah.
An airplane. What is a plane? A plane is something goes straight across.
Yes.
What is sea level? Sea level.
Okay.
None of this says curveizing or sea curve or
nautical curve or aqua curve or
we measure distance in straight miles. We don't measure them in degrees and all.
Who's gonna tell them about nautical miles? Sir? Nautical miles. Google it. Okay? We do. They're called nautical miles. Nigel, it's not just an American thing, right? I mean,
not just an American thing.
Yeah, not just nautical miles. I would hate to pick up the Google fucking nautical miles. My man.
I want to hear the rest of his argument so we can destroy it properly.
I know he destroys his own argument, but I just love we measure things in regular straight miles. Well, I mean, how do you know? You don't really want to assume it's orientation. That's rude in 2025. 2024, 2025. Don't assume the miles orientation. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. But there's a thing called nautical miles that do take that into effect. My man. Okay.
All of that. We measure them going straight. If you're going south, how come it's not downhill the whole way? And north.
Is he making sense?
He's making sense.
Absolutely. You don't believe there's gravity.
There's density and buoyancy. There's no such thing as gravity.
No such thing as gravity.
The heavy, listen to me. And they will, and if you look it up right now, they'll tell you that gravity is the theory. So
yeah, but
listen to me. No, it's not. No, it's not. Listen to me. There's density and buoyancy.
They don't measure the same thing. They don't measure the same thing. They don't. And you've already said gravity exists. That's why you were arguing that. But now you're arguing against it? Density and buoyancy? Sir, they're not the same thing. There's no gravity. The fuck you ain't flying out here in the vacuum you were running your mouth about before. Sir, okay, God, not enough alcohol in my house.
Your things will fall to the bottom and the lighter things will rise to the top. If gravity was real, well, then it has to have intelligence because it's holding down the oceans, which weigh tons, but yet it's allowing bubbles to rise to the top. It's allowing guppies to swim through the fucking ocean. It's allowing birds to fly through the fucking air. Like, that's ridiculous.
How come when you throw a ball up and it comes back down, what is that?
Density.
Density of what?
The ball is heavy, so it's denser than the atmosphere it's in. If it was something,
you just disproved everything you fucking said. Are you breathing in jello or whatever the fuck gel you said you were going to throw things into and it would stick? What are you breathing, sir? On top of this, density and buoyancy, but not gravity. Okay, so little tiny lightweight birdies, they can fly, and I hate to break it to you, scientific theories, things like the laws of gravity, yeah, we know. We know. We understand that, and it's really easily proven. You saw I dropped the ball and the dog stole it. Sir, things fall at the same rate of motion. That's gravity. It doesn't matter how dense or heavy they are.
So you've seen the video of I think it's like Apollo 15, where one of the astronauts had a hammer in one hand and a feather in the other, and dropped them both on the moon, and they both fell at the same rate.
Right. But my man over here is like, well, the fishies can swim through the water because they're like moving their little fishy arms. It's like saying you can't jump. My man, if you jump, you get off the ground. But the gel that's holding you down, because we don't have gravity, so you must be suspended in some kind of fucking air jello, according to this dipshit. The fuck?
If you threw it up into a gel, you see what I'm saying? It would get stuck in the gel. Why? Because the gel is more dense to the ball. It's that fucking simple.
You threw it up and it got stuck in the gel because the gel's more dense than that means the gel would fall down and fall on your fucking empty ass head. Well, actually, I think it would probably squash everybody else. Your head's so full of fucking air it would float. But goddamn, my man, no.
Oh, but a feather, you go.
The feather is lighter than you,
right?
But so it's gonna.
But it does a feather and a light and a bowling ball.
They don't fall. They fall at the same. Let's hear what he wants to say.
In a vet.
Of course he did. Oh, that's just shit he's pulling out of his ass.
Did that make sense?
Hey,
that didn't even make sense.
Thank you for your $20
because of the curvature.
But you're pulling shit out of your ass, and I'm not accepting that.
No, that's called projection. That's called projection, sir. Because anybody's making more sense than you. And if you want to talk about someone pulling something out of their ass, I think it's you. That's called projecting, okay? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, D. Peterson, ignore those big-ass engines and things that we need to overcome things. Throw the ball up. Why does it come back down? Not get stuck in the jello. Oh, because, it comes back down unless you're going to be able to throw it hard enough to reach escape velocity. Ain't going to happen, jackwagon.
But I'm talking about, if you research it, it's absolutely real. Atmosphere is like different slides of glass, and the farther you go, the more slides of glass is going to be, and that's
atmosphere. So atmosphere is going up and down.
No, he's saying it distorts.
What I'm saying is it distorts your ability to see super far, especially with the human eye.
Well, even if you're in a park, you can only see so damn far.
Right. There's also things called.
Why? Because there's a tree in your way. Because I've been to the Sinai Peninsula, and you can see pretty far, and the only thing that stops you from seeing farther is the curve of the earth. Again, if it was flat, you'd be able to see forever with the telescope, but it's still going to fall off because the curve of the earth. You can see forever in a park. Sir, if you can't see the other end of the park, it's because there's a tree or a building in your way. Move, find a different park. Oh my God.
Perspective. A lot of people say, oh, look at the sun going over the curve. No, it's not going over the curve. You're just not able to see it with your human eye. If you take a certain lens and you zoom in on the same thing, it will come right back into focus, and it will not be going over any type of curve.
What about the moon? When you see the moon and the sun,
at the same time,
and what would be going on? There's a part of the moon that's dark, and part of the moon that's lit
through.
It's what
you have seen.
Nigel, I'm gonna need you to explain. Did this man, Nigel?
She just said the moon was see-through. That's you did hear him right. The moon is see-through.
This man says that the moon is see-through.
Yes,
sir.
So explain a solar eclipse to me, sir.
Sir.
A solar eclipse where the sun is literally blocked by the moon. That's transparent.
We just had one of those. They gave my kids off school for some reason. But sir, the moon is not see-through. You can go to pretty much any planetarium. Like, we have them all over. Okay, they're not just like here. in big, or there isn't just like one in the world, but pretty much every science center, like you can get you can go buy one on Amazon and look at the moon. I don't think it is see-through. It's not like there's only like half of a something, and then like it grows, and then it pops and deflates again. Like, what the fuck? That is see-through. It's a giant ass rock. Sir.
I mean, I thought for a moment
in the daytime, and you have seen the blue.
What?
I thought for a brief moment, I thought he was trying to say that the moon is tidally locked, which it is. So one side of the moon always faces the Earth, and the other side always faces away. I thought he was going to say that, which would actually be the first thing that he said that really made sense and was really actually true. And just as he was starting to get there, he lost it. Totally.
My man said the moon see-through.
Yeah, he did say that.
My man just said, no, the moon's see-through. Sir.
Blue of the sky straight through the moon. Don't tell me you haven't seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Right. So what the fuck are we? Why are you thinking that the moon is solid if you can see right through it?
So do you
Sir, why do you think you can see right the fuck through it? Just because only part of it's lit doesn't mean it goes away in the dark. If I put a rock in a room, you can see it when the lights turn on. I turn the light off and you walk, you're going to still walk into the fucking rock. Ask my kids. They do it all the time in a dark room. It's still there. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there anymore. I mean, like, that's the logic my dog has when I hide the ball. Oh, it's gone now. Shiny object squirrel. Sir, no.
do not think that planets are round? Planets are not.
He doesn't believe there's planets.
I didn't say there's not
okay.
planets.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is a planet, what they told you is a planet, is not the same as what we're on. So first of all, they say all the planets are round. That's not true. All the drawings of planets around. If you actually get footage of real planets taken by a P900 camera, look that up. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
If you look up the footage of real fucking planets, what they do is they pulse. They change color.
You dumb motherfucker. What? The P9000 is a scanner, not a camera. It's a scanner. It isn't a camera. We have also... Yes, we do. We know the other planets around. But sir, so it's like the Earth is just like a half-shaped pizza thing floating, and there's round shit going around. And I mean, like, if you want to get really technical, the Earth isn't totally round. It's a slightly pear-shaped ovoid. But I mean, like, you could actually make it flat. You just have to spin faster, and it would squish because it's malleable. But no, we've seen the other planets. They're round. We've already flown all the way out. I mean, remember, Pluto got itself demoted. So we've done this. Okay, sir. And the P9000 is a scanner. It's not a camera, sir. It's a scanner. Okay. Yeah, no, crap. He's talking about the P9000 scanner. That is what he's talking about. It's not a camera.
Yeah, you showed me that. They change shape and all this type of shit. They are not fucking round. The only thing that you see is round is the sun and the moon, and those things are here in our atmosphere. They are not 93. The moon,
the sun is not 93 million miles
away. The moon is not 230
something miles,
whatever thousand miles away. They are right here in our atmosphere with us, just like they appear to be. And those, hang on, and there are stars and there are moving luminaries. There are moving stars, which we call planets. Okay. But those are not the same as what we are on now. These are not solid masses that you can stand on. And my analogy for that would be, if you were standing on a pool table, sir, and you were looking out, right, you would see nothing but round pool balls in front of you.
Right. All right. Right.
Right. You would see nothing but round objects. That doesn't mean what you're standing on is round. The pool table is flat and square.
Right.
So for you to assume that, hang on, for you to assume that you are on the same thing that you're looking at, is some bullshit that you were tricked into thinking. And they taught us this in 3rd grade.
Yes.
Okay. Because they knew that you couldn't question it.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. That is the.
Okay. Yeah. We're proud of you that you can, in fact, remember the order of the planets, for one. For two, no. All of the no. None of what you said works. And you're arguing perspective. Okay, my man. So go with me here. Just humor me. If we are on something that's flat and the moon and the sun and the moon and the sun are inside the dome with us, when you see it, if you walk towards it, it should get bigger, not stay the same size, because perspective. So like, if the moon's there, you should just be able to keep going towards it. It would get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It doesn't, because it's not here with us. It's way out there, and you can't measurably get any closer, my guy. And if they were both flat, dome, moon and sun, do we just like, maybe that's what you think it's see-through? Like, do you got like a remote to turn one of them off and on? Because otherwise, if we're all on a fucking flat Earth, you're gonna see the sun 24 hours a day unless someone's got a light switch for that motherfucker. And do we need to discuss the refraction index of like whatever the fuck you think the globe is made, like the dome is made out of? If you're talking about other luminaries outside of it? You're so worried about the atmosphere glass that keeps you from seeing across Central Park because there's a building in your way. But you can see out the dome? What? Nigel, help.
See, I'm just trying to think through his point of view, and I can't because I'm not that dumb. But
that's why I'm still drinking. I'm hoping I'm gonna get there.
Sundials, how do they work in his world? How is it a sundial can cast a shadow that's a certain length in Ottawa, where I am, but project at the very same time have a longer or shorter shadow, say in Seattle, in a world where Earth is flat and the sun is so close and not moving? I don't know how that would work. I
just want to know who's got the light switch for the sun. You Canadians should be like really excited if you could figure out who's got the light switch for the sun and warm your shit up there.
A little bit, yeah.
Like turn that furnace up, go find whoever's dad has control of the thermostat next to the light switch for the sun.
Yes, the Flat Earth Society with members around the world. I like that.
I just, how, sir? Well, but there's got to be two suns. You've watched one too many Star Wars movies, my guy.
Order, and it's all bullshit. And so, because
if
we thought it was
the
round,
Bible,
because
the Bible is a flat Earth book. So if you believe in the Bible, you can't believe in the globe.
Damn, I don't go to church. What?
He said you another 20.
Listen, have you ever been to space, Mr. $20?
Right.
No. Right. You're taking the fucking word of NASA. By the way, you know what NASA's budget is? What? 53 million.
Okay. Sir. Raven, yes, I know it was done before the final experiment. Trust me, I have a video from one of the people from the final experiment. That's great. But here's my concern. Sir, NASA is the capital of the Bahamas. Nassau, capital of Bahamas. Place. I think you're trying to say NASA. NASA, as you keep saying, again, that is the capital. I mean...
$1 a day.
Damn.
Hell of an incentive to lie. And all they give you is animations.
So what do
all
you
of
think
these
the
things are
purpose of it? What do you think that so
it's
let's
to control
say
you. The purpose is to control you.
Okay, so
okay, the purpose is because if you knew that, because they say, oh, you act like everything revolves around you. It does. That's why you have the North Star and all the fuck.
They figured out heliocentrism and geocentrism hundreds of fucking years ago. The world revolves around me. No, motherfucker. I mean, my kid thinks it revolves around them. So does my dog. But no, motherfucker, the world does not revolve around you. That's literally other countries.
So,
hold on. What? Okay, sir, heliocentrism. Like, we figured that out like 500 or 600 years ago. For one, for two, we know everything goes around the sun. They figured that one out. Well, they figured, we figured this out. Heliocentric and geocentric. What are they controlling by telling you the Earth is flat? Is my bigger question.
More importantly, he's giving government way too much credit. Like, I've worked for the Canadian federal government 25 years this past December. This past December 9 was my 25 years. 10 years in the Canadian Forces, the RCAF Reserve. I have a secret security clearance. We are horrible at keeping secrets. You couldn't pay us to keep a secret, and they do pay us, and we're horrible at it. Do you really think that NASA, the Canadian Space Agency, the European Space Agency, the Japanese Space Agency, the Russian Space, do you really think all these governments are all going to come together on this one topic and say, yeah, let's lie to everyone on Earth to say that, space isn't real and the Earth is, and the moon and the sun are in our atmosphere? We couldn't keep that secret if we tried.
But I want to know what the Earth being flat,
what the advantage is?
What the advantage to that one is, for one. For two, sir, yeah, NASA, not NASA. Again, we've established that's the Bahamas. The budget, if you look at the number of employees they have, that's why they have the budget that they have. It really is not that much money, all things said and done, sir. But the Earth does not revolve. The world does not revolve around you, my man. Whatever you are drinking is far better than what I am drinking. I'm on like my third.
And more importantly, or not more importantly, but another point is,
okay, other planets appear to be revolving around us because they are.
Yeah, you may not like, or maybe you do like people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos with their private space enterprises, but now you have civilians going up into space.
Oh, that's what I said at the beginning of the stream right before you got on. When he said they keep us from going there, I said, no, you're just too poor. Go talk to like Elon, William Shatner. Yeah. You don't need a passport to go to space, okay? There's no Customs and Border Patrol there, my man. Okay? Just crowdfund that one for you.
It's what's above us that's moving. We are not. Do you feel like you're moving?
No.
Okay. That like let's not ignore our senses. So okay, hang on a second. Because they'll say it's too big to feel us moving, yet we can feel when there's an earthquake. Make up your mind.
Yes. Okay. Again, constant motion we don't feel. When you feel your car accelerate, but then like once your car, if you set it to 75 on cruise control, you don't feel it moving anymore. You feel it when you accelerate or you brake. But you don't feel it once it's moving, or if you're on a plane, you feel it for landing and takeoff, but then once you're at a cruising altitude and cruising, you don't feel that anymore. until it starts to slow down and descend. So no. And you are also trying to conflate motion that is actually fairly slow, right? 1 revolution in a day, with the literal ground under your feet going like this. They are not the same thing. That is the ground vibrating and moving under your feet, not like horizontal, consistent, constant motion, dumbass. Both things can exist. So we don't need to make up our mind.
If it was too big to feel, why isn't it too big to feel an earthquake?
Right.
But how come I can't feel?
Some of this shit makes sense, though.
Hang on. It all makes sense if you really think about it.
Some of it does.
You believe in relativity?
And let me just say,
huh? You believe in the theory of
that's some
relativity?
bullshit. They try to use that to disprove
Einstein.
the fact that, listen, there was an experiment called the Michelson-Morley experiment. Look this up, where they were trying to prove that the earth was spinning. They couldn't do it. They were unable to
Look up
prove
Michelson-Morley.
That's not what they were trying to prove. That's not what the experiment was trying to prove, sir. I don't understand. And yeah, that's literally not what. Would you like to tell them what the Michelson-Morley was?
Yeah, I've heard of this. I had to look it up just to make sure I was right. But at the time, so this was 1887, and at the time they were theorizing that light from the sun had to come through us through some kind of medium. They didn't know what that medium was. So the theory or the thinking was that it was some kind of they called it an ether or a luminescent ether.
Yes,
so
that's how it proves it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and
light isn't relative.
So what they did, if I remember right, they went down into a mine like as deep as they could. Well, not as deep as they could, but fairly deep for 1887, and they set up. I won't even begin to describe what they set up because I do it injustice. But they set up something that would take the rotation of the Earth into account. And essentially what they were trying to do was show that if there was some kind of luminescent ether, that this ether would be in the room, and it would
it would alter the speed of light. So what that experiment was trying to prove is the speed of light constant or variable?
Yeah, and they found that there was no difference. No difference at all.
It literally proved that the speed of light is a constant. It is not variable. There is no ether. It's a constant. Andrea, just imagine. Wait, Nigel, because I mean, like, you're part of the tribe too for this. Just imagine if we could make him a sov sit.
It probably is, but hey.
I'm just saying. I want to see him argue sov sit with some of these fucking genius arguments. My man. I don't know, but Sir Michelson-Morley proves speed of light. It had absolutely nothing to do with what you're trying to say. It had anything to do with what I would also like. Yeah, see, Alan, that's the thing. They're like, well, you can't see the other side of the park. If it was flat, you'd be able to see like the ice wall with a good telescope. But instead, you can't, because curve of Earth. He keeps disproving himself. Like, he proves himself wrong and is too stupid to realize it. And then when they're like, but a fighter pilot can see the curvature of the Earth, he's like, Illuminati, they're a Mason. Sir? I'm many drinks in at this point. And this still does not make sense. My dog has fallen asleep because you do not make sense. And he took the ball I was using for the globe. So, sir, what?
Gilson Morley, and I'm the one that's been drinking.
What are you drinking?
Look up Milkerson Morley. Sounds like a comedy duo.
Anyway, they couldn't prove it, so now here comes Einstein with his fucking bullshit to try to warp space and all this fucking bullshit to try to explain why they didn't come up with any movement in their experiment and all this.
Wait, was he did EME?
They had we were not Einstein. You're talking about like the theory of relativity. And sir, we were trying to discuss whether the speed of light was a constant, not variable, not whether things are moving. And yeah, E equals MC squared. Yes, we figured out that we did the scientific proof for it. And you know, literally the smartest part, like if you're trying to make fun of someone, you're like, oh, look at Einstein over there. Unless it's this motherfucker and you call him Einstein because it's rhetorical and sarcastic. But no.
Equals MC.
Yeah, but the theory of relativity.
It's all some bullshit.
Has to do with energy.
If you're in a car,
it's all some bullshit.
And another car is moving.
Right.
Well, that's
listen to that. Let's listen to this
frame
bullshit.
of reference.
He's saying right.
That's called the frame of reference.
If you're in a car,
you're in a car doing 20 miles an hour.
Yep.
Okay.
When a car does 40 miles an hour, it passes you at 20 miles an hour, which is the difference between the speed that you're traveling plus what the other cars.
Okay.
So the car will come up and it will pass you at 20 miles, but at 20 miles an hour.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. Like if you have a head-on collision, the head-on collision, if you're going at 50 and I go at 50, the collision is at 100 miles per hour. The both math.
Okay, I got to give my boy over here. He at least is trying to come up with actual real science, because you know energy cannot be created nor destroyed if you follow the law. So yeah, if you're both going 50 miles an hour and you hit it, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. That's what my man over here is trying to explain, and he's also trying to explain like relative motion. Yes, Earth going one speed, but if you accelerate. But none of that has anything to do with if the Earth is round or not, my guy. These are different things. This is like when sovereign citizens are over here like, you know what? Admiralty Court because you have fringe. Like this, no, these are not. These things are not the same. Andrew, I don't think Malort can explain this.
Malort isn't strong enough to explain this.
I have had quite a lot of alcohol, and I'm still smarter than this motherfucker. God damn it.
Have one for me.
I will. Well, I mean, till the end of this one. But, oh God.
Is hit at 100 miles per hour.
What does that have to do with the Earth?
The
being
relativity, the theory of relativity says that things are moving.
No, you're talking about laws of inertia. You're talking about Sir
No.
Isaac Newton.
Inertia is things are
motion. That's the Isaac Newton. Wait, okay.
It has nothing to do.
Hold on. Hold on. E is energy. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. Okay. So what does that have to do with any of the shit you guys were talking about?
Nothing.
What I'm saying is they came up with that equation because they failed to prove that the Earth was spinning, and somehow that equation reinforces the bullshit.
So the speed of light being a constant reinforces the bullshit that the Earth's round, or Isaac Newton's laws and conservation of angular momentum and things somehow. Sir, tell me you failed out of like 4th grade without telling me you failed out of 4th grade. Okay. Sir, I have met a lot of people in my time in public safety. A lot of them. I have met a lot of people in my time on YouTube that are stupid. And yet, you might be the winner for one of the dumbest motherfuckers ever. I don't know what you were smoking and freebasing, But I'm sorry, somebody that eats a bowl full of lead paint is probably smarter than this man. Like, eating lead paint chips while huffing mercury, you're still smarter.
That's not making any sense.
Now, most people bring up the car shit. They'll say, when you're inside a car, if I throw up a ball, it's gonna come straight down, da 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 da. And I say, yeah, because you're inside the car. You see,
yeah, but
like,
if you throw the ball up outside the
if you
window?
were outside the car, it would be totally different.
What if you throw the
ball? It would be a totally different result.
Wait.
Whether you were inside a car.
So I'm inside a car and I have a ball in my hand.
Yes.
And I throw it where?
You just throw it up in the air.
Throw it like out the window. And
not necessarily out the window.
Just throw it up.
You just might throw it
and
up.
It comes down.
It might come back right back to you.
And that's not gravity.
That's the density, first of all. It's about density. But you have a covering, is what I'm saying, inside of a car, where once you remove a covering, that changes the whole thing. Once you remove the covering, when you throw the ball up, this shit's gonna fly.
No, it doesn't, motherfucker. I can sit in a goddamn convertible going 20 miles an hour. As long as cruise control is on, I can sit there and throw that ball up in the air all day long because it's going the same 20 miles an hour this way as I am. Okay? It's only if you accelerate or decelerate is that going to drop out or like go the other way. Otherwise, ball is going at the same speed. Relative motion, my man. Relative motion, my man. It doesn't matter if it's convertible. And if you can somehow, like, I'm not saying throw it out the window, but if you can remove the covering, yeah, that's called a convertible. The fact that this man could not even come up with the word convertible. He had to say, you somehow take the covering off the car. My man. They literally sell them. It's called a convertible. Okay. Great.
Away. Not necessarily though, because depending on the density, right? If I throw a ball up,
it depends on the speed, right? Y'all are saying it's 1,000 miles an hour.
No.
So I'm saying when you throw that ball up, it's gonna fly away.
They say that the when you throw objects up, it's 9.8 meters per second squared. That it's like the same speed.
Plus, you're
at all
moving
times.
What in the mathematician bullshit are you coming with?
There's bullshit they gave me.
9.8 meters per second squared. Yeah. Terminal velocity. You're trying to figure out if you could throw the ball greater than 9.8 meters per second squared. So that's 9.8 meters per second. It would reach escape velocity and you could yeet it out of Earth's gravity. But you can't overcome terminal velocity at 9.8 meters per second squared. This way, if you notice, like when they send off all the fucking rockets, like 9 million booster things to overcome that. And now you're like gravity, 9.8 meters per second squared. Ass wipe.
We all got the bullshit.
What I'm saying is, why are you remembering this? It's 9. Like, what kind of nerd
I
were
had physics
you?
class.
I had physics.
You are calling him a nerd in physics class. My first grader knows that, for one. And for two, why do you even remember that? Because he has not huffed enough mercury, chugged enough antifreeze, and eaten enough lead paint while like freebasing Malort and whatever the hell else he can find to kill every last goddamn brain cell in his head. No one from Men in Black has shown up with the flashy thing. God damn.
Just talked about the milkshake experiment. Nobody.
You just talked about Milk Dud and Milkerson.
Morley.
You just talked about
milkshake.
You just talked about two lawyers, Milkerson and Morley. They sound like injury lawyers.
We can't quote nothing.
Paul Mickelson and Morley,
Celino and Barnes.
No. You need work comp or injury. Just
lying on this bullshit.
His mic is not.
Oh, okay. Yes. Hey. First of all, I don't give a fuck if y'all agree with me or not. Nigga, I'm bringing in the super chats. Can I get some fucking love?
That's what I'm saying.
Like
I'm saying, let him work.
Let him cook. Sit back and let me cook. Let this. Hey. Mr. $20, bring it. What the fuck you want to say?
I think you got it.
Okay.
Who else
wants some?
People have to,
Either they're going to agree.
You have to disprove him.
Exactly.
Disprove him.
You can't.
And you're just and you're saying stuff that you've already learned.
Right.
They have,
don't just regurgitation.
They have done a laser.
Let me just say something. Let me just say for in all seriousness, I got in this to disprove it. I thought this was the most ridiculous thing.
What was?
Said every flat earther ever. I only did this to disprove it, and then I found out it was true. And Big Globe was trying to. The Big Globe was trying to keep us down.
I'll give him credit. I will give him credit for one thing though. If he's doing this to make money, and like he just said, then good on him, because
he's getting none of it. He did this on Godfrey's podcast. He's a rapper named Lord Jamar, and he was on Godfrey's podcast, and people were super chatting to argue with him. He was getting none of this.
Yeah. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, because I can understand that if he's just being like this to make money, then
like rage baiting. Yeah. No. He's
I
truly
can
this
get
stupid.
that. Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, he's truly this stupid.
The flat earth
the flat earth.
Right.
I thought this was the most ridiculous thing in the world.
Right.
As a 5%er,
yes,
we're taught actual facts and solar facts, and you know what I mean? I'm thinking that this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck came with this?
Yes.
Yo, bro. Word is bond on everything I love. The more you study this, the more you cannot disprove it. Like if you take it seriously, and don't just refute things and start pulling shit out of your ass because you don't like the results of what you found.
Right.
Like all life exists inside the egg, not outside of it.
Right.
Wait. So we went from globe convex theory is wrong, and then flat, and now we're talking about inside an egg, so that'd be concave theory? Are we now inside a chicken egg? Are we? Is he arguing convex theory now? Or like that we're inside an egg?
I think he just said that. Yeah, he's inside an egg, or all life is inside the egg, not outside.
So now we've gone from being on the outside to being on the inside? Sir?
We do live in a ball. We live on the inside of the ball.
No, we don't.
And just like inside of an egg is not filled all the way to the top with the yolk. It might be like halfway. And if you look inside it, if you flash a flashlight inside of an egg, the fucking shit is gonna be level.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because these liquids always find their level because we're on a level plane, bro. Like, and that's just what it is. And it doesn't hurt you that you're not on a ball. I don't know why y'all niggas love balls so much.
Whoa, no Diddy, son.
A lot of ball loving.
Yo,
a lot of ball. Yeah, like I like all the ball.
Might be a flat earth.
The ball loving.
So are we being teabagged right now?
I'm just saying, seriously.
There's a cosmic teabagging happening.
The ball
right
loving
now.
is a little crazy.
Oh, you're a flat earther. You like balls.
So check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Like, I'm thinking, because you're saying this, I look at all the photos of the earth. You know how they always show?
They're all fake.
I think they're fake because my thing is this.
And they tell you they're fake.
It's like, how do we know that it's round? Nobody can go up there. None of us can.
Let me tell you
But then
something.
they say we use satellites to go up and take a picture of the earth being round.
They've never been on the outside. They already say we haven't been out of Lowe's.
Okay. Sir. I am now infinitely dumber, having listened to you.
Brain cells are dying as we speak.
That's okay. But here, so we're in an egg, not outside. And I'm sorry, he's over here arguing about balls and being, sir, we're not homophobic. No, because that would mean like only men would be flat earthers. If it's like a balls thing, but here's the thing. We're gonna we are going you know what, I'm gonna help him out. I'm gonna help we're gonna help everybody out here in just a second, okay? Because we do know. Let's see. Where's my man's explanation? Oh, I have. We will. There we go. We'll Simon Dan. Okay, we'll use Simon because I like Simon Dan. Let me pull this up because as Raven alluded to, there was something called the final experiment, where a pastor got some flat earthers and some globists. Oh, Andrea, don't worry, we're going to fix this because Andrea, the next thing is going to scratch the brain itch. And took them to Antarctica because, again, if it was flat, 24-hour sun, right? We know this. Okay? So, since I don't want to watch Simon's full fucking thing, here we go. Let's watch Jaron, one of the most prevalent flat earthers, who's in Antarctica, because flat earth.
This one right here is finished. However, we know it won't be, will it?
So what does that mean? You guys are going to have to figure that out yourself. Don't listen to my beliefs or my opinion. It shouldn't matter to you. But at least you should be able to accept that the sun does exactly what these guys said as far as circles the southern continent. So that's about it. I realize that I'll be called a shill for just saying that. And you know what? If you're a shill for being honest, so be it. I honestly believe.
Hold on. Where's the first part where he looks like he's going to cry because he has to apologize? Right
YouTube
here.
channel, and he invited Jaron to step forward.
Ready?
Here we go.
All right, guys.
The final experiment.
Sometimes you are wrong in life.
So straight away, I want to say well done to Jaron. Huge kudos to you for admitting you were wrong about something. Now, this was not an admission that he was wrong about flat Earth, unfortunately, but baby steps.
And I thought that there was no 24-hour sun. In fact, I was pretty sure of it. But I respect Will Duffy for being a stand-up guy, at least in the way that he kept saying it was true. I kept saying it wasn't. He said, "You want to go? I'll take you," and brought me here. And it's a fact. The sun does circle you in the south.
Now, this should mean immediate.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
The final experiment. Now they're he's a shill. The government paid him off. There was a green screen. That's great. But I still want to know what kind of egg we're living in. I mean, I'm just saying. I really think we could hook the rapper dude up with like Chili de Castro.
Oh, good Lord.
We could get some amazing court appearances.
I mean, you're never going to convince people like that. They're just stuck in their own delusions. Because
I want a flat earth.
you bring up the fact that we've been there. They said it's a conspiracy. It's a lie. You bring up evidence to say that it's that it's round. It's like then they'll say like you're misinterpreting the evidence, or they'll put in false premises. You're never going to win that.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Exactly.
These people are meant for each other. Want a flat earth solves it now. Now it's been.
It's the soft fit equivalent of the physics world is what it is.
It really is. But yeah, that was amazing.
That was pretty good. That was fun for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I figured. I figured we would amuse ourselves at the end of 2024. And I'm going to say to you all, thank you for being here for a great year. Be safe. If you're drinking, don't go anywhere. I'm already at home with a floofer who stole the ball that I was using. That was actually technically his to start with as a globe at the beginning. What? Oh, wait, here, hold on. Johnny, we should put that on a t-shirt and hand it out to every sobsit.
I like that.
I'm just saying. Give it to one of the judges to wear. But thank you all for being on this amazing, journey and all the fun that we have here and on other channels. And thank you for joining me to make fun of a rapper that legitimately thinks the Earth's flat and shit's just gonna fall off of it. Everybody have a safe and happy New Year. And I love you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Take care of yourself. Thank you.
Happy 2025. Bye, everybody.